You bastard. So puncture repair, these bastards. With this thing right here. This tool, and this one here. So you just got yourself a flat. Goddamn. Mine was caused by this little fella right here. So first things first, identify where the hole is. Mine was right here. It was buried real deep and a bit dirty. So I was lucky because these are a lot easier because you can just screw them out. Otherwise you're gonna need pliers to rip it out. So just rip that out with pliers. And then once you got it out, you grab this tool here. You just gotta make the hole a little bit bigger. If the hole is bigger than this, like it's a massive bolt, you're probably not gonna be able to do it with the tools you got. So you can see the shape of it. You can kind of screw it in if it makes it a bit easier, because sometimes pushing them in can be quite challenging because tires are damn strong. And once it's in a bit, you kind of just pull it back and forth a bunch, like that. And I got goo in my tires, so I just like clean around the hole a little bit because I don't want the glue to mix with the goo. I can't imagine that the goo is as good as the glue. I hope that was as Mr. Magoo for you enough. So keep away from children, don't drink it or inhale it, and you just kind of like squirt a little bit of that in the hole and then a little bit onto this as well. So onto this, let's get my good old knee stand going on. All right, so you just take one out. I don't know if these really have an expiry date, but they seem to last a very long time. This one is about 2 years old. I haven't had a puncture in a while, so you just sort of push that right through the center to midway point. Probably about there. And you'll be, so the way it works is you cram it into the tire. It's going to be quite challenging, especially if you haven't sawed it in and out enough with the with this tool. So the more you do it with this tool, the bit easier it'll be with this, but obviously don't do it too much because the seal won't be perfect, because you really want to cram that in there so it's just a tight seal. And then you just the glue also doubles as a little bit of lubricant. It definitely makes it a bit easier to get it in if it's been glued. And the lids on these absolutely suck, so if you plan on using it again, definitely put a bit of foil on it. I can't believe this one's still good. Alright, so that's nicely lubricated up. And then, so you don't actually have to take the tire off for this. You kind of got to turn it as you're going in, because the little bits of rubber will try to catch on these end bits right here, because it's not completely closed. So yeah, you just push that in. I'm gonna have to need 2 hands for this, but you just force it in like that. So as you can see by the bentness of this now, it can be quite challenging getting it in. I definitely do recommend twisting it as you're pushing it in, because it does sometimes make it a bit easier. Not always. If you do take the tire off and you kind of just like push your weight down onto it, it'll definitely make it a lot easier. This is a terrible angle for me to get this in, but I couldn't be bothered taking my tire off and put it back on. I got like one of those lock nut things, and I can do it like this anyway. So you probably want to get it at least halfway in. So obviously these are bent over as they're going in, so halfway is about that. So then all you got to do is pull it back out like so, and hopefully it doesn't come with it. There we go. And yeah, so that's pretty much done now. You just got to cut that off. I might just go ahead and cram it a bit further in, just to make sure I got every bit in, because it looks like it did bunch up a little bit at the top. And yeah, so when the glue dries, it will be a part of the tire, and I'm just going to let it dry for a bit like this. So it's at 25, hold, oh no, 30, that'll be 30. Holding strong, and the patch has worked. So I was going to say before, this generally is not a problem, but one time when I was repairing my girlfriend's tire, because she has had loads of nails and stuff in the tire, one time I patched it, just normal, just like this, and I didn't cut it off yet, which was lucky, and I pumped it up, and it was like So a little bit of air was escaping. So I just pulled it out and redid it, because I think when I pulled the thing out, it must have like pulled a piece of it, like the center of it out a bit, so it didn't completely fill the hole. So luckily I left it in like this so I could pull it out. But if you cut it and then you have a bit of an air leak, you it'll be a pain to get out if you've already cut that. But if it's like this, you can just rip it out like that. So moral of this story is, just pump it up and then pull it out once you know it's good. Because if you pump it up and realize it's not good, then it's just going to be a bit more of a headache to get out to redo. Because if it's like this, you can just, you know, pull it out, put a new one in, easy done. But yeah, just a little FYI. Anyway, I hope you liked the video, and like and subscribe, and I hope it can help you out of a jam. And yeah, I definitely recommend tyre goo. It'll get you home and stop the tow truck from needing to pick you up or whatever. Just way less inconvenient. And yeah, like, subscribe. Catch you guys later.